Have you ever seen the moment when someone's carefully constructed mask crumbles when they realize what they knew all along and reality hits them like a tidal wave? You were not fooled by their deceptions, plans, or manipulations. You were not confronted or offended. You just observed, saw their every move, and gave them the impression that they were in control. Now the roles are reversed. They are frantically trying to figure out what to do next. That is the power of silence. That is the power of knowing without explaining. Suddenly, their confidence is shaken. The relaxed movements and fluid expressions that previously gave a sense of control give way to nervous embarrassment. Their faces tense and their presence seems to diminish as they retreat into immobility, as if they are carrying an invisible weight. The ease of previous exchanges quickly disappears. Even a cursory glance reveals a sense of reluctance. Underneath their changing appearance is an inseparable fear of being vulnerable. If you are new to our channel, we sincerely welcome you to subscribe and become part of our hopeful community. As a subscriber, you will join a community sharing inspiration and uplifting messages. The moment they discover that you knew all along, their posture breaks down. What they initially thought was a skillfully concealed game has turned into an open field where their every move is seen. As a wave of uncertainty washes over their minds, they begin to wonder how deeply and for how long you have scrutinized their intentions. Their behavior reflects this silent storm inside them. The ease they previously displayed is replaced by a nervous uneasiness. They move more cautiously and speak in measured tones, as if negotiating a delicate surface. In an effort to avoid the discomfort of confrontation, avoidance becomes their shield. But this affects more than how individuals behave around you. It also makes their entire being seem less important. As the authority they previously believed they had gently passes into your hands, they are forced to face the reality that the power they clung to is gone, and they no longer have control over their story. Together we can unlock your potential. Start your change by subscribing right now. The weight of your knowledge alone was enough to unsettle them. You never had the power to break their illusions. Write 111 to claim this message and the benefits it brings, and consider writing a kind comment to brighten someone else's day, spreading kindness and happiness in your community. It is revelation, not conflict, that brings the moment of reckoning. You watched silently, unwaveringly, and patiently as they set up false fronts and created illusions to hide their goals. They failed to anticipate that a power greater than themselves would step in, not by accident, but on purpose. The indisputable clarity of a greater truth, not the hand of man, tears away the veil they clung to so passionately. Their actions, once shrouded in obscurity, are revealed in a light from which they can no longer hide. As a result of this revelation that goes beyond the material world, they are forced to confront the darkness within. It is not only your approval, it is also an awakening that will force them to face the reflections of their dishonesty and introspection that they can no longer ignore. The unraveling of dishonesty is deep. Those who previously used skillful language and strategic actions to influence others have nowhere to hide. Their true character is revealed, and their meticulously concealed motives and shortcomings are exposed. Not only your eyes can see the cracks, those in their inner circle begin to see the same contradictions, the same shaky facade. As the weight of their deception becomes unbearable, they are forced to face an unforgivable truth about themselves. Justice and grace come together in this moment. Revelation, with responsibility at the forefront, is guaranteed by justice. But grace provides a way forward. This delicate moment can be a turning point, an opportunity to break free from the cycle of dishonesty, to face the hurt, and to begin the healing process. If they choose to accept it, a potential for renewal can arise from this breakdown. This is an unquestionably powerful moment that proves that their efforts to deceive you have never succeeded. Now that the truth is out, you can move on with a new sense of independence because you are no longer burdened by their dishonesty. This hits them like a ton of bricks. You were never ignorant, but you chose to remain silent instead of taking revenge. This realization makes them uneasy because it reveals a deep weakness they were not aware of. If you think these startling statements are true, please subscribe to this channel and leave a comment. 3. I am grateful for what you are doing. God bless you. They once thought they controlled the narrative and manipulated events to suit their own interests, but they realized that you saw through it. They are deeply moved by this insight, not because of what you have done, but rather because of what you can do. What shocks them is the idea that your calm wisdom has a power they never took into account, and that it exposes them to their own weak reality. The weight of your inaction is fueling their deep-seated distress. They are aware that you have every reason and every chance to expose them, but you have decided not to do so. By allowing them to enjoy the appearance of control, you prevented them from realizing how much you really know. Now that the truth is out, they are trapped in a downward spiral and mired in doubt about your motives. Their minds are now held hostage by the threat of a threatening response rather than the betrayal itself. What scares them most is that they cannot predict your next move. When you were silent, they thought you were stupid. Now they see it for what it really is: self-control. Any sense of power they believed they had is stripped away by this understanding. If you think that love and faith have the capacity to overcome any obstacle, subscribe to the channel and write Amen. What makes people uneasy is not confrontation or revenge, but stagnation, unresolved questions, and the potential for long-term consequences. Since they know they cannot undo what has already been revealed, this psychological tension becomes their permanent burden, a reminder of their loss of control and the uncertainty they will always carry with them. Their horror is accompanied by a deep sense of shame. Betrayers often take great satisfaction in their supposed cunning, thinking they are smarter than everyone else. However, when the truth comes out, their carefully constructed self-image crumbles. It is difficult to accept the realization that it was they who were deceived by their own arrogance, not the organizer. They begin to realize how stupid they were, reliving every moment when they thought their actions went unnoticed, only to discover that you were silently watching them. Their humiliation is compounded by the same pride that drives their behavior. This shame penetrates deep into the very heart of their sense of self. You kept your cool while they conspired, your timidity betraying their lack of moral values. Now they realize that your silence was a show of strength rather than ignorance, which makes their actions seem much more horrible. In addition to their own internal conflicts, they begin to fear how others see them. They realize that everyone can see the cracks in their exterior, and the image they have worked so hard to build is now tarnished. Where they used to expect praise, now they expect judgment. They struggle with the reality of their own weakness and the damage it causes, and this sense of vulnerability follows them far beyond the moment of disclosure. Warning: the Stabilization Watchers are sending this important message. We have seen you deviate from your intended course, and this is very worrying. Your recent actions indicate a rising opposition to the system, and this opposition needs to be addressed. You are regaining your independence, getting rid of toxic influences, and breaking old habits. This change poses a threat not only to us, but also to the order we have fought so hard to preserve. Your sudden disobedience upsets those around you and upsets the delicate balance we rely on. Write the number 7 in the comments to let the cosmos know you are ready. Your strength is your fire. Are you ready to stand up? Let's ignite greatness together by subscribing today. Your possible association with a particular group of outliers, a refuge for those who do not fit in, is the most worrying development. Their expertise, raw materials, and solidarity represent the essence of uncertainty and pose a direct danger to what we hold dear. Do not even think of mastering their unconventional techniques or delving into their secret archives. Your unpredictable behavior is unstable, and if you continue, you and the system will suffer unimaginable consequences. Continue as it is. Stay away from change and, most importantly, fight the urge to push yourself too hard. Balance is achieved through harmony, and we need you where you are. The uncertainty of the future is the biggest stress they are carrying right now. They are aware that their behavior hurts others, and with this awareness comes the constant fear of not knowing how you will react or whether you will react at all. It is not just a fear of present reactions, but a deep unease about what the future might bring. Every conversation with you seems tense, as if there is an implicit judgment in the air. They wonder whether you will confront their betrayal directly, whether you are preparing a planned response, or whether the worst punishment is silence. As a result of this uncertainty, they are caught in a vicious cycle of self-doubt and paranoia, which throws them off balance. When there is no conclusion, it becomes a kind of showdown in itself. The agony of constant waiting and ignorance is far worse than any conflict can bring. They feel as if they are walking on shaky ground that they do not know when it will slip out from under them. Their minds are constantly reviewing their previous actions and questioning every word they have said and every action they have taken in your presence. They are always uneasy because of the weight of these possibilities and the feeling that they deserve some kind of revenge. They are caught in their own web of uncertainty and anxiety as a result of a psychological reckoning, a suffering they never expected. The decision to resist the need to retaliate opens the door to something much more important: the intervention of divine justice. When you take a step back and choose not to act out of pain or anger, you give a higher power a chance to take control. Write "I am ready" in the comments section below, indicating that you are ready to take on any task and welcome the benefits that will come your way. We recognize and acknowledge your suffering and the betrayal you have experienced. The ultimate effect is restoration rather than just resolution, and this speaks directly to your wounded areas. These benefits go beyond the material. They affect every part of you and provide hope where there was once despair. Emotional wounds begin to heal and are replaced by an almost supernatural peace that you cannot achieve on your own. Joy and contentment gradually replace anger and resentment. Even your relationships change as the right people, people who encourage and uplift you, enter your life at the right time. These benefits are remarkable because they come as a surprise. You may have expected approval or validation, but instead you are elevated beyond human comprehension. It is as if your life becomes a silent monument of fortitude and faith, a mirror of grace. It's not about proving anything to other people, but about demonstrating the power of trust and surrender. Ultimately, the change you are experiencing is much more important than being validated. It is indisputable proof of divine grace, healing, and progress in action. Your power is your fire. Are you ready to stand up? Let's ignite greatness together by subscribing today. When you fight the desire for revenge, you demonstrate a deep faith in a cause much bigger than yourself, and that faith is never ignored. Dealing with the uncertainty of when justice will be served is one of the most difficult aspects of experiencing betrayal. During heartbreak, it can seem as if nothing is happening, as if the stillness means that you are alone with your pain. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Although uncanny, the timing is always precise. Often, what appears to be a delay is actually the meticulous planning of something much bigger than you can imagine. These waiting periods are not just empty, they are transformational. Benefits that seem out of reach are not denied. On the contrary, they are prepared to meet your needs precisely when they arrive. This time, being is more important than just receiving. Each day of patience shapes you, creating clarity where uncertainty once existed and strength where resentment once existed. As a result of waiting, you develop the flexibility needed to fully embrace what lies ahead. Every moment is intentional, even when the journey seems to be taking longer than you expected. When the breakthrough happens, there will be no doubt that it was planned for you because of the invisible work that was done. The blessing itself is important, but its relevance to your development, preparation, and confidence is indisputable. And when it finally arrives, it will be more than you can imagine, a reminder that every moment of waiting is precious. You should avoid people in your life who seem friendly but have ulterior motives. Those who excel at spreading information, people who seem harmless while spreading the latest rumors, are among the most destructive. Their behavior is anything but. They provide information to control and manipulate rather than out of loyalty or concern. They are adept at causing divisions, quietly feeding misunderstandings and suspicions wherever they go. The damage they do is slow and subtle, slowly destroying relationships and destroying trust. Negativity can enter your life if you interact with such people. Not only will they spread gossip about others, but they will easily bring up your name in discussions, distorting the facts and highlighting your weaknesses. If you trust them with your personal affairs, you are giving them fodder to use against you. They often act as unseen instigators behind the scenes, intensifying miscommunication and perpetuating turmoil. Do you feel a spark? Let's ignite it. Sign up today to join the adventure. Removing these people from your life is not an option. It is a necessity. Their presence drains your vitality and keeps you from moving forward. When you are with people who love drama, you are in danger of losing your clarity and peace of mind. Being selective about who you let into your inner circle is an important component of protecting your space. Make it a priority to build relationships with people who inspire, encourage, and support your growth. The less energy you devote to negativity, the more space you create for genuine, uplifting interactions. The time when true commitment is shown is in adversity, not platitudes or good times. Observe behavior, especially when there is conflict or betrayal. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, tell your friends about it, and subscribe to get more inspiring content. Someone who hurts you or hangs out with people who are not trustworthy lacks real commitment. Even when you are not around, loyalty protects your well-being and trust. Be with people who consistently show honesty and support. Look for friends who don't back down when the going gets tough, who act as advocates and defenders instead of just making empty promises. It may seem strange and even unfair to pray for someone who has hurt you. Why show grace to someone who has broken your trust, caused you great pain, or turned your life upside down? However, this act of kindness is not meant to excuse their behavior or to make the harm seem unreal. Rather, it is about entrusting the matter and the person to those far more competent than you. By choosing to pray for those who have harmed you instead of absolving them of responsibility, you are entrusting their fate and development to a higher power. By making this decision, you are free from the oppressive bonds of hatred and bitterness. Prayer is the door to healing and rejuvenation, while bitterness clogs your soul and poisons your peace. It allows you to let go of the pain and believe that justice, redemption, or resolution will come in a way that you cannot control. Praying for someone who has wronged you requires great effort and spiritual growth. Instead of seeking revenge, you demand change in them and in yourself. You acknowledge the harm done to you through prayer, but you don't let it break your spirit. This shows that you realize that the capacity for real change is in the hands of the divine, not you. It is not punishment you are after, but the potential for a heart to be mended, because only a higher power can penetrate a person's soul and truly inspire change. By supporting them, you are also giving freedom to yourself and paving the way for peace to flourish where there was pain before. Do you feel the spark? Let's ignite it. Sign up today to join the adventure. Keeping your heart pure is essential when dealing with the pain of betrayal. It is normal to feel grief, anger, and even contempt for those who have wronged you, but holding on to these feelings can be harmful. Even if they seem justified, their presence is like a poison that gradually eats away at your peace. Overcoming these emotions is not about ignoring the wrongs done to you, but about freeing yourself from their influence. When a heart is free of bitterness, it welcomes rebirth and allows grace to grow where anger once flourished. An important part of this change is to pray for the people who have wronged you. Prayer changes your perspective and makes it almost difficult to be hateful when asking God to intervene on behalf of another person. Healing begins through this process and softens the stony edges of your soul. It is about refusing to allow their betrayal to control your emotional and spiritual health, not approving of their behavior. Asking for a renewed heart is a decision to embrace calm and let go of anger. While forgiveness does not eliminate the hurt, it frees you from its grip and makes room for happiness and benefits. Letting go changes you and makes it possible to fully enjoy the benefits that lie ahead. Your words have the ability to influence your reality. Speaking with conviction and purpose brings hope to seemingly hopeless circumstances. Even if progress is not immediately visible, every expression of optimism that aligns you with a greater purpose plants the seeds of change and sets the stage for breakthroughs. Speaking life out loud is not a passive exercise, but a conscious act of faith. By reaffirming that great things are coming, that you are lucky, and that you can overcome any challenge, you can connect yourself with the forces of grace and rebirth. Talking about life allows you to shift from a worldview full of limitations to a worldview full of abundance. It puts you in a position to realize possibilities when others only see obstacles. Change starts with your speech and spreads to your emotions, thoughts, and the environment in which you live. When uncertainty tries to prevail, your comments become a declaration of resilience. They encourage change instead of stagnation, joy instead of despair, and light instead of darkness. By consciously using language in this way, you open the door to miracles and allow faith to guide you to unexpected rewards. You have been given a unique opportunity to paint your life on canvas with greater power. Write Amen in the comments to ask for divine help. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and forward this message to all your friends whom you want to be in the presence of God and under the protection of angels. Your words, thoughts, and unwavering trust contribute to creating a reality that is consistent with the promises made to you. This process requires your intentionality. It is not a passive process. You have the power to shape your day, to speak change and hope into your situation, and to take intentional action towards the future you want. This cooperation requires focus and dedication to aligning your thoughts with divine direction. It is not enough to simply yearn for change. You must take proactive steps to make it happen. Possibilities open up when you consistently focus your concentration on constructive activities and speak consciously about your circumstances. It is a collaborative journey where your actions and faith work in harmony with divine purpose to help you co-create the life you want. You need to develop intentionality, expectation, and trust. Your future is built on the basis of every word and thought that synchronizes you with your mission. It is not just seeing a better life, but living as if it is already happening. Taking each step with courage and confidence. In this relationship, you actively contribute to change. With every act of hope and trust, you move closer to the reality you envision. Co-creation is a powerful partnership where your faith and hard work create countless opportunities. Your journey has a purpose far greater than any disappointment or betrayal you may experience. Every detour and painful experience helps to mold you into the person you are meant to be. You will not stay with everyone you meet, and not everyone will help you along the way. People who come into your life play different roles and come with different purposes. Some will only be with you for a short time, others will push you and help you grow. Others act as a mirror to teach you valuable lessons and help you discover your own potential or limitations. Each of these roles serves you on your journey through life. However, not every person has to travel the same distance as you during this journey. Some come only to complete a period, while others continue to be part of a long-term future. The pain of betrayal often creates one of the most powerful moments of realization. It is a wake-up call, a sign that helps you question the roles of the people in your life and understand their true intentions. Betrayal allows you to see more clearly who you need to let go of and who will continue your journey with you. This clarity is essential for growth and transformation. Looking at the big picture and not getting caught up in small details or temporary disappointments is the key to moving forward. Remember, the pain of betrayal is temporary. These feelings are eventually replaced by a strong awareness and renewed purpose. Compared to the infinite reach of your own mission and goals in life, the impact of a temporary betrayal is almost insignificant. Every experience in your life presents an opportunity to make you a stronger individual. Even betrayal is a means of transformation, necessary to unlock your true potential. Moving away from people in your life who do not support your development is not a loss, but a sign of faith in the existence of a greater plan. It is a deep trust in the bigger picture that is written for you. Letting go of old ties and moving away from people who have harmed you increases your love and respect for yourself. This process makes you lighter and more free spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. Remind yourself of this. Every loss is actually a gain. Every ending makes room for a new beginning. It is necessary for growth and transformation. As you move forward, let go of the burdens of the past and make room in your life for the people and experiences that support you and nurture your potential. Be brave to embrace the brightness of your future. Each decision you make will lead you to a higher awareness and a deeper meaning and purpose. Seasons change, so do relationships and life cycles. Each season comes with its own beauty and ends in its own natural process. If you are new to our community, please make sure you don't miss any of our daily videos by subscribing, liking, and sharing. If these words have blessed you, please write Amen. Recognizing and accepting when a season ends is the key to moving forward in your life in a stress-free, peaceful way. This awareness allows you to look to the future with an open mind and a hopeful heart. Every ending also opens the door to a new beginning. By embracing this opportunity that life offers you, we can take steps to unlock your own potential and achieve greater success together. Change is inevitable and always presents an opportunity for growth. Take action to start your change right now. By becoming a subscriber, you can take the first step on this journey of transformation. Every obstacle life throws at you, Even the most challenging experiences like betrayal can actually become a tool to strengthen you. These challenges deepen your faith, increase your trust in divine direction, and help you build a firmer foundation in your relationships. Each experience prepares you to become a stronger, wiser, and more determined individual. However, in order to truly embrace this growth, you need to leave behind not only the relationships that are holding you back, but also the burden of past wounds and unproductive thoughts. If you continue to hold on to past disappointments or negative beliefs, these burdens will only hold you back and create barriers to the rewards that await you. Carrying these responsibilities with you as you step into a new era will only delay your rewards and exhaust you spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Just as a tree needs to shed old leaves to bear fruit, you need to shed old baggage to renew yourself and make room for new opportunities. Although this process may seem challenging at first, it is the only way to open the doors to the rewards and happiness that await you. Each change of season is an invitation to reinvent yourself and reach a higher awarenesses. Instead of letting the past define you, take the lessons it has taught you and move forward. Take action right now to embrace this new season of life. Move forward with faith and confidence. The good things that are prepared for you will come a little closer with each step you take with determination. Let go of everything that is holding you back and move forward freely. Remember, change is not only the end, but also the sign of a new and hopeful beginning. If you want to make room for what really works for you, you need to let go of what no longer serves you, what weighs you down. This is a cleansing process that takes place not only on a physical level, but also on an emotional and mental level. Life is in a constant state of flux, and your destiny wants you to move forward with a heart free of burdens and a spirit ready to welcome an extraordinary future designed especially for you. When you stop carrying the weight of the past, you connect yourself to an existence that embodies a higher purpose and your full life potential. A new beginning often comes at a time when a relationship has ended, a disappointment has occurred, or a betrayal has taken place. But this is not the emptiness that follows an ending, but rather an opportunity. To open this new door that life offers you, you need to let go of old attachments, beliefs, and habits that no longer serve you. Letting go is often not easy. The comfort of the known, even painful, is preferable to the fear of uncertainty. But true growth and progress requires stepping out of that comfort zone and stepping confidently into the unknown. We can liken this process to pruning a plant to produce new shoots. The plant has to get rid of old, withered branches in order to grow healthy. In the same way, you must let go of old burdens, fears, and attachments from the past to reshape your own life and move forward. Each letting go may initially create a feeling of emptiness, but this emptiness is ready to be filled with new things that will give your life greater meaning and more beauty. Don't forget to subscribe to show us your love and write Amen if you agree with this message. This is your chance to become part of our community. Letting go is also an act of surrender. It requires believing that life is leading you in the right direction, that there is a bigger plan for you. When you move forward with this belief, you discover your own power and become more connected to your purpose. Remember, each letting go makes you a little lighter, a little freer, and a little closer to the extraordinary future of your destiny. Let go of the old, make room for the new, and dare to embrace the richness of the life prepared for you. This approach brings not only an external change, but also a mental and emotional transformation. If you choose to dwell on negativity, fears, or past disappointments, these thoughts will continue to limit you. However, when you refocus your thoughts and adopt a hopeful perspective, you can open new doors in your life. By freeing your mind from old beliefs and doubts that limit you, you can connect to the great benefits and limitless possibilities intended for you. This process involves not only letting go, but also trusting the bigger picture. Move forward in faith to step boldly into the richness and opportunities that await you. There is an incredible talent within you that has the power to positively transform both your own life and the world around you. Unleashing this talent begins with your thoughts and words. By consciously using the power of your words, you can change the energy around you and build a better future. Discovering your own voice and expressing it boldly boosts your self-confidence and connects you to a greater purpose. When you choose to speak with an optimistic attitude, you create a powerful alignment with yourself and your environment. This shift is not just about improving your situation, it is also about unlocking the amazing potential that awaits you. Embrace this mental shift to bring more light, more freedom, and more meaning to all areas of life. Remember, the beauty designed for you is waiting for you to reach it. Move forward bravely, believe, and illuminate the world with your own light. Letting go of what no longer serves you is a bold statement that you are ready for the next phase of your life, not a conclusion. Let go of the past and move forward with confidence, knowing that the road ahead is lined with more promise than you could ever imagine. When you embrace this adventure with confidence and trust, you give yourself access to a life of pleasure, wealth, and purpose. We have come to the end of this video. If you found value in this message, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us reach more people and spread this empowering message. Join our community and let's continue this journey together. See you in our next video. Goodbye.